Right, quick video. I've decided to give up all my Adobe products. I mean, ever since I've had this channel now, I've been tied into the Adobe sort of products for creating videos, creating special effects, audio. Also do a lot of illustrating on the side as well. I do a lot of photography, so I use Photoshop, I use Lightroom, and I use Illustrator. And I've been paying for this product now. It's a monthly based fee. I think it was £52 a month or something. I've been paying this for years, you know. And if you work that out, even if just 5 years, five years of £52 a month, it's a lot of money. Although I think in the early days I didn't have a full subscription. But I've got massive issues with sort of being tied into the cloud like that. And if you miss a payment or something, or if you stop paying, then you can't access your products. So if you've got all your photos in Lightroom, and then all of a sudden you don't pay Adobe, you can't open Lightroom, and sort of any sort of processing that you've carried out on these photos is gone. So you're basically tied into Adobe. This didn't really bother me for a long time because there weren't any other products out there that were any good. And you know, I was relatively happy with Adobe products, but over the last sort of couple of years now, they seem to just get slower and slower. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, I got a couple of alternatives, and so I replaced Premiere Pro. So Premiere Pro is the Adobe software for creating videos, and Adobe After Effects, which is similar, but it's for creating sort of special effects and things like that, and putting titles and text on the screen and things. And then Audition, which is their software for audio files. So I decided to get rid of those three, and I've been using DaVinci Resolve. Now, DaVinci Resolve is a fantastic free piece of software, and it's for video editing. And not only that, you could do everything in one place. So you don't. I mean, when you're creating a video with Premiere Pro, and then you want to do some special effects, you could do basic special effects in Premiere Pro, but it's a lot easier to sort of, you go into Premiere Pro, and you've got to come out, go into After Effects, create your special effects, and you've got to import it back into Premiere Pro. And anyone who's got a laptop that isn't, well, I can't have more than one Adobe product in, you know, working at once, because it's just too much. You know, the laptop just grinds to a halt. So if you use DaVinci Resolve, it's all in one place. You know, I haven't experimented too much with it. I've only been doing it for a couple of weeks, and really this video and the previous one and even the trailer were the first ones I've done with it. So, you know, it feels a little bit like I'm trying to sort of write my name with the wrong hand at the moment. I've got no idea what I'm doing. But I decided to keep Lightroom, and I thought, well, I'll reduce my subscription from from £52 a month to £9 or something like that, and keep Lightroom. But I didn't realise the Lightroom that I got was the one based in the cloud, and I've always used Lightroom Classic, which you store all the photos locally and, you know, that type of thing. So there I was. I went out yesterday for a walk in the woods, came back, imported all my photos into Lightroom. Sorry, you need to update your subscription. I said, whoa! So that was it. Last night I had a strop. I went into Adobe, I cancelled the whole subscription, and then I deleted Lightroom. So now I am using, for all my different products, I'm using DaVinci Resolve for video editing and special effects. I'm using Affinity Designer for vector and illustration. I do a lot of t-shirt designs, and I do a lot of logos and things like that, so that's all in Affinity Designer. That is a one-off payment. You buy the product and that's it. You just get updates. There's no monthly fee. I can't remember what it was now, £30 or £40. So DaVinci Resolve free, Affinity Designer, £30 or £40, and I bought the book as well. Then to replace Photoshop, I've got Affinity Photo, once again, just as good as Photoshop. You know, I wouldn't, well, I'm not a power user, so I guess there's probably stuff on there that I've not come across yet, but for everyday thing like masking and doing the stuff I want to do with photos, it's absolutely fine. And that's it. So and that was another £30 or £40 plus I bought the book. So already for less than £100, I've got 3 products, 2 books, and there's no monthly subscription. Like I say, Adobe £52 a month. Plus, it's getting slower and slower and slower and slower, and I don't like being tied into the cloud anyway. I like to have something, probably a bit old-fashioned. I like to have my software on my laptop, and it's mine, you know. And if I want to upgrade to the next version, I will. And if I don't, I won't. So, so yeah, this is my shed, for those that have been following. It's still not finished yet. 95% of the way there. It's insulated on pretty much all the walls apart from the one you can't see. Well, I've got the insulation, I just haven't got the skin on that wall. The lighting is still temporary at the moment. I've got some temporary cables all over the place. But this is a place I'm going to plan to be doing all my sort of videos going forward. So I'm going to have a look what this one comes out like, and then go from there. I don't know if anyone else wants any information on the software I use or the workflow I use. You know, I'm not a power user. I can't sort of do these tutorials like a lot of these sort of YouTubers do. But I have been using Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere Pro a long time now, and I wouldn't say I'm struggling with the new software. It's just there's a learning curve. Even though everything's kind of the same, things are slightly different. You know. I guess it's the same as when you go from a Windows to a Mac or something like that. There's always that little, you know, weirdness. But I'm really happy I've done it. I think I'm going to carry on doing a few more videos now and obviously get used to it. And if anyone wants any information on how you use it or what more information on what software I'm using, just give me a shout. Anyway, I'll probably do another video of the shed. Well, I've got another video of the shed that I'm going to go up. I didn't video much footage of creating the shed because this thing was a beast. It took me a long time, and anybody that knows me from the projects I create, my 2-day projects usually last me 6 months, but this thing was a lot of work. I did it all on my own, lifting this sort of wood, you know. So I will be doing another video on the shed. It'll be a combination of video footage that I used to begin with, and then I'll just do some still photos at the end. And then when I finally finish the shed, then I'll do another one just to show the actual thing. But it's absolutely fantastic, you know. It's insulated. It's what, 13 degrees in here now, so that's not too bad. I've got an oil heater down there. It's got 2 big long LED lights, so you know the lighting's absolutely fantastic, and it's huge. Although it is a complete mess at the moment because of Christmas. I've had to sort of store a lot of stuff in here because make room in the house for my eldest son to stay. But this is a place I'm going to be doing most of my work, well, sort of clean work anyway. I'll probably, all the more sort of oily type stuff I'll be doing out in the garage itself. But right, that's it, I'm off.